Welcome back, guys. I bet you're wondering why I'm wearing sunglasses inside. I have no fucking idea. This week we talk about condoms. We talk about what do we talk about? I have no fucking idea what we're talking about. Just watch. I gotta be right back. You can't!
I'm the main attraction.
Confessions number 10.
Oh, you got the number
Your
right.
hosts, Vynn, Armin, myself, Johnno, and Vynn. Ivy. I'll never get it.
Ivan.
Woo! Ivan.
Ivan.
Jesus
Ivan.
Christ, guys.
It's very Russian of him.
Wait.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah,
We don't
cheers,
have
guys.
any trains.
We don't have a train this week. But train will be back probably next week.
We
or
missed the
something.
train.
We missed the train.
Yeah.
And I'll never.
They changed the fucking schedule. That's what happens.
Well, I'm still drinking a Guinness though.
And that's something that I'll never, ever do again. Never again.
So I don't know.
You don't know.
Actually, my legs are sore
Why?
because of yesterday.
Not getting on the knees.
I
sucking
did
that
some
dick.
squatting.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Who were you squatting on?
Yeah,
Who
who
was
squatting
sweating on, man?
She's called the barbell.
Yeah, that's a really beefy
Sounds-
name for a chick.
Please go ahead.
Please continue.
What would you like me to talk
And
about?
go into great detail about how this happened.
How this happened? I woke up, I went to the gym, and I fucking squatted.
Oh my god.
Actually, you know what was
On the
cool?
barbell.
On the
You know
barbell.
what was cool? I actually broke through a plateau, which is
Does that mean you ended up on the
painful.
basement floor or some shit?
no,
What's a
it-
plateau?
a plateau. Basically, it means if you're stuck at a certain weight and you can't seem to get an extra rep, or you can't, like, week after week, you're always on the same weight and you can't seem to go up. And the reason I broke through
Have you
it,
ever considered moving away from the plateau?
I like living in the plateau.
Last time I had one in my hand, someone kicked it, so I don't know, man. I'm
I
not
don't
sure
get
about
it.
it. Somebody else's treasure.
All right. Yes.
Right.
He doesn't deal with plateaus, man.
No, man.
Well,
Dangerous place to be.
it was interesting though, because actually, I don't know if you guys know this, but like, you know, they always say the mind is like a powerful thing. You can do a lot with your
Absolutely.
mind and everything. So I had always heard stuff about, and this is in general for life. You are what the five most, like, you are the sum of the five people you hang around with the most.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
sorry.
No, but okay, because there's also a saying in the powerlifting world that says if you're the strongest guy in the gym, you need to change the gym. Now, so if you start going at a different time and there happens to be other people there that, let's say, are stronger than you, somehow, without you realizing it, you're gonna push more and you'll get stronger also. So and if you think about life, it's the same way. If you're hanging around people that are, I don't know, give me an example about something. Let's say in a band.
Yeah, you.
Like, chances are you guys are all going to be on the same level with those bands until, let's say, you start hanging out with other people that are in higher, like, doing more successful in those bands or anything in life, pretty much. You know, if you're with someone, if you're always hanging around people that have no job, you're most likely not to have a job yourself.
Yeah.
If you're hanging around with rich fucks, you'll most likely become a rich fuck.
Like us.
No, but it's true, man. Like, even in a band, you know,
Anything.
you guys know Andy, right? Like,
Yeah.
he used to play with you guys. Like, when he played with Strix very little, and I was so happy because, like, yes, there's someone I can say, this guy's better than me, you know? So
Yeah, and
I
you
should
can
play a little
push
bit
more.
better now.
Exactly, yeah.
Pat's gonna be pissed off now, man.
No, but because I've been playing with Pat and David for so long, so when Andy came in the room, it's like, okay, man, this guy's good. So let's step it up, you know?
Yeah, but it's like that with anything you can think of in your life. Like, you're pretty much the five people that you see and hang around with the most. So there is some truth to it when your parents would say when you were a kid, don't hang around those kids or whatever, you know.
But any five people, and that's your plateau after that?
Not necessarily.
Oh, shit.
It's just
You
the
peaked
idea
in
that
high school,
humans,
bitch.
it's just that humans like to participate.
I'm gonna hang
like
out.
to be with, like, the way they are. Like, you'll absorb the people around you. Like, look, we got to like this guy's band, not your band, but the band that we were talking about it before. Band
Sevenfold.
You know, I mean, I'm still not gonna say they're my favorite band, but thanks to him, because he likes the same stuff we do, and we didn't like Sevenfold, we figured, well, if he likes it, maybe we should give it a chance.
And they
You
did.
know? So it just plays on every level of life, I guess.
That's a good saying. I like it. I like it. It's cool, man. So what does that make of us then?
We're fucking idiots. Hey, look, you became a drinker thanks to us.
No, I was forced into it. Stick a fucking heroin needle in my arm and I'll be an addict too. It's like, you became one of us, man. So yeah, no, that's cool.
It's effective.
Okay, let's get down to business then. How's you guys' week?
Well, aside from being sore so far, it's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Not complaining. I'm happy.
He's happy. All right, okay, that deserves a
I
golf
missed
clap.
Monday at work, and that's the worst thing to do, man.
And you know what?
What?
Oh, it's the worst thing because all week I'm gonna play catch up.
And you're missing half a Friday.
Yeah,
Do you even have a job?
yeah, man. And I won some boxing ticket today, so I'm going to Quebec to watch the fight. So
Not for
it's a good day.
nothing, but you sound like half a fag.
What's a half a fag?
What's that effect?
Is it like half a cigarette?
No, you know when you go to a bar, you throw back a couple of beers, you go to the John, you pull your trousers down, some guy comes in, he starts sucking on your dick. Halfway through, you're like, whoa, this ain't for me.
I don't
Half
know
a
what you're
fucking
talking
fag.
about. Do I really look like half a fag to you guys? You know? Is it the way I dress?
That half kind of makes me half a fag. I don't know. I'm looking in a
If
weird
you're
way.
liking it.
Speaking of oral sex.
Huh?
Have you guys
Wait a minute. Hold on a second.
Yes, I was shocked too when I realized I did mention this.
Did you guys?
Oh, you did. That's right.
You know what I came up with a bunch of years ago? The pussy whiff test.
Oh, yeah, man.
Try testing.
Well, I'll tell you what. Okay, I'll tell you how I came up with it. First of all,
I think we all have our own system of whiffing. We
No,
all
but
have
this
our
one-
own
this-
terminology for
Wait,
it.
I think what he's gonna.
Oh,
I
wait,
think it's.
let's hear it.
yeah, but
it's
you're not
the-
gonna know until you pull down the panties.
So wait, you have a pussy whiff test before the pants? are
Yes.
Oh yeah, man.
on? What do you
Yes.
go up to them like fucking dogs and
It's a
sniff their crotches?
breathalyzer.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's an app
think
on
this
your
one's
phone,
good.
man. You take it out.
What? Don't tell me you go into the women's bathroom and take their.
No. Okay, because I had a really bad experience when I was.
You remember this
younger.
fucking experience? Was that the first?
I do.
First,
The very first confessions that we
yeah.
had that was not even
But
like.
I mentioned
filmed.
the ghost. Yes, I remember this.
Okay, yeah. So he had the ghost story.
No,
I
he
had-
was the ghost
you were
story,
the
though,
ghost.
yeah.
Anyways, and I had the one where well, I might as well just say it. She basically always smelled. Okay, if you guys remember the story, she always smelled. Even after she took a shower, she smelled down there, no matter what she did. So, but I didn't know this until we figured, okay, she's gonna shower, she's gonna be good now. Gets on the bed. I remember pulling off her panties, and I'm like, how can it still smell like
Hot
it
garbage.
Was here. It was here. It's like arm's length, and I smelled it, right? And I was like, this is not normal. Like she just got out of the shower, like 20 minutes,
Really?
no, less than
Oh, she
20
did the
minutes.
shower
ago.
thing.
Yeah, because she knew I didn't like. I gagged, dude, when I would go down. I couldn't do it. I told her I can't do this. I would almost puke.
And
So
what-
anyway,
New York hot garbage pussy. That's what that is.
that's what
man.
that is. So anyway, long story short, and I still remember, I pull out panties and it smells, and I'm just like there. I'm like in my head. I'm like, really?
Well, you know.
And yeah, and this scarred me for a very long time.
No shit.
And for a long time, like I would try, or I was even afraid I wouldn't do it at all. And sometimes when I would try this, like different girls, it was like just the slightest salt taste or whatever would make me gag because I would remember that. So I came up with a test. Now this worked a little more when we were younger because we would go out to clubs and stuff, so it was a little easier to do this. I'm less shy to make out with a random girl, right? So you're feeling her up, and you start putting your hand in her pants, and you do a reach around her whiff test. You just you start playing like this, and then you just like move it out. You actually gets like you take your hand out, and like you just casually you wait a couple of minutes and you're just like that. If it smells, it's no good. You do not go down there.
That sounds like something that starts off like a creepy dude's like
Doesn't
rape
matter.
test.
Doesn't matter.
It's like-
This is what
I
I
just
used
like
to
to
do.
go
I
in
used
their
to
pants
do
and then
this
just
he was
for a long time.
traumatized, man.
I was traumatized.
Dude, the dog lifted its head.
How many times do you think dick was clean?
What was that? Anyone smell anything?
It could have been your dick.
Well, look,
What if it was your
I
dick?
clean my dick all the time, every day.
What does that mean?
But apparently she took a shower 20 minutes earlier.
Hey, listen, I've gotten major compliments from my dick. It's a nice
Smelling
penis.
good?
It's a good penis. I've gotten this many times. It's a good penis. It feels good in their mouth, apparently. And I'm not saying that about myself. I mean, they actually said it feels good in my mouth. I love the
very
way it
defensive
tastes.
about your dick.
Well, I'm telling you, it does not smell.
We've been saying 5.9 for so long, man. Give him a little a little break here.
It's a 5.9.
Anyways,
It's recorded.
cheers to you guys. Swig a beer for the Bastards Council.
Wash your
And for-
genitals.
Wash your genitals. And yeah, swig a beer for if you have a
Sounds
chick
like you're
that
ending
doesn't
the
smell.
podcast right
No, it doesn't. I'm just ending this conversation. I'm telling everybody to swig a beer or swig something.
Wait, give me. Where's somebody has a bottle or a
It's very
can?
defensive.
here.
You know, that's what they do. They they change subjects as quickly as possible so that we don't stay on that same subject. I get it.
But dude,
Can we talk for 1 minute
Yeah,
extra
okay,
about
let's
this?
go, let's
Have
go.
you ever done the
Overtime.
test and it was bad?
yes.
Then like you just fucking finger a girl. So what do you do after you just walked away?
It's-
you know?
Yeah,
Oh
you
no,
could've-
I don't mind putting the dick in there. I just wouldn't go down like, or I'll
Okay,
know
yeah.
for the future. If I end up going out with this girl,
Always smell test for him on this girl.
Yeah.
That's it. She can pass the test. This one just can't pass the test.
just can't pass the test.
It happens.
And some of them don't smell, but they taste.
It's-
And then others have
But
no
they
taste at
taste.
all. Some of them have no taste at all.
But
and
they
no smell.
taste.
all of our significant others
I don't know why.
after this podcast
Are gonna be like-
ask us.
I smell.
So,
Oh, what do I taste like?
did you smell test me?
Oh my
I
god!
gotta play
Like
that one off.
I
I
have.
have marriage it, didn't I? It's all good.
You passed
You know
the
what I don't
test,
like as
baby.
well? Like what it happened to me with a past girlfriend, right? I just want to make sure I specify that.
Let's
You-
call
you
her
know-
Ladwina.
Yeah, Laguna. You're just you're about to go down on her, but you have to kind of do this because of the fucking bush.
Bush
you know?
bags, yeah.
No, I never had that
Oh
problem.
my god, good for you, man. Because
Yeah.
that sucks, man.
Yeah,
I was of the generation that had no
You know,
problem.
you have to kind of.
I've only met one girl that had a major bush.
Yeah, man. Fuck that shit.
My first
70s?
fuck was like that.
Yeah, me too.
Well, your body,
you
you,
do
should
have
have
it in your
tangled up,
hands.
man. You must have gotten sewn at the knotted up together and surgically removed after.
You do have hairy
I mean,
hands.
it was still relatively short, but it was like,
yeah.
it was there. It was like, dude. I remember thinking, like, I mean, we're talking in the 90s here.
You
right?
missed a
Yeah.
decade, lady.
Okay, and it was like, you should be shaved at this
Yeah.
point. Why do you have there?
Oh, we're gonna get the angry feminists commenting shit now.
That's cool, man.
I can't
that.
wait for that.
Well,
Fuck that.
did
it
we-
smells also when
You
it's-
know what?
yeah.
You want to talk? We think we should
Shave and wash,
You know what?
goddammit.
As humans, we've never washed, so maybe we should just stop washing too. But I'm pretty sure you'd enjoy that. For all
Huh?
feminists out there.
Dude, this is
Oh
not just
yeah,
feminist.
yeah.
This is
Go ahead and let that shit grow and
hippies.
don't wash. See if you pass the fucking John smell test after
Yeah.
that.
Shit. So you have something about cake versus pie?
Yeah, man. I want to talk to you guys about this very important subject, right? We have cakes, we have pie. What is your favorite, and why?
Why do we have to choose one?
You have to choose.
Well, you know, I like to cut the cake with my knife, but I also like to get a slice of that pie.
I'd like,
But what would you
I
like
thought
better?
you were gonna say I'd like to cut the cake with my nuts. That's I was convinced you were gonna say that.
That's a terrible way to
So,
cut
Armin,
it.
what do you think?
Tough cut.
Now that you have to choose
Now that what kind of pie?
any pie, you
Cherry
have to
pie.
choose
It's a cherry pie.
Fuck,
Cherry
man, there's
pie,
some
cake,
really good
chocolate cake.
pies, some really good cakes,
Okay.
but the pie is fresh out of the oven, right?
Of course, the best
But
pie
the
ever.
cake is fresh out the oven.
Tang pie.
The cake is fresh out the oven as well.
It is. But you know what? He said any kind of
Anything,
each.
yes.
I don't know. It smells like pie, man. That passes the test.
No, I gotta go with cake because look, for your birthday you get cake. You get married, you get a cake. For everything else, you bring cake. Pie is like what you have after dinner.
Well,
Cake is.
Well, that's it. Cake is always there. I'll take the pie if I got
know.
it.
I
Pie
like
is always
apple
there.
pie, but I'm not a pie eater. I really don't like
Well,
cake.
after they feel the fucking
He does
smell.
this.
Exactly.
I hate cake.
hates
Actually, the one cake I like is like
The one that's not in your apartment.
well, that too. But I like chocolate cake, especially the hazelnut Nutella
Yeah.
kind of chocolate
The
cake.
Ferrero Rocher ones.
Ferrero Rocher,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But other than that, man, cheesecake to me tastes like rotting
Hey,
cake.
man.
I hate carrot cake.
Hey, man.
I hate all of these cakes, dude. And if there's a lot of icing on that shit, fuck that. I hate icing. Since I was a kid, I hate icing. It's just disgusting to me.
What childhood did you have?
As a kid, I hated everything, dude. I hated
His
pizza.
dad
I
used to
hated
drown
fries.
him in icing when
I
he was
couldn't
in
eat
trouble.
a Big Mac as a kid. I
Well,
hated
now we know
everything.
why your head was bigger than your bicep for the longest time.
Yeah, dude. I still have this problem, man.
Like on my side, I like pie better, but I have to give shout out to McCain. Like the McCain
Oh, hell
cake,
yeah.
man!
But
this is the shit, man. Do you
He's
eat
got
it
a point.
frozen or in from the fridge?
I'm a
That's
fridge guy.
another-
I'm a fridge
another
guy. I
debate.
like it soft.
Yeah, me too.
I like
man.
it soft, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
and
Fuck.
it's fucked.
And I
But
wanna-
and I'm not saying that I won't eat it out of the freezer.
It's harder.
But if I have
But
the
when it's soft,
time,
man, the fridge.
I like ice cream cake, but I'm not a fan of the vanilla because I don't like vanilla ice cream.
What do you like?
Chocolate ice cream.
That's
Chocolate.
it.
No, and you throw in other flavors, I'll eat that. But vanilla, dude, even anything that's flavored, I'll try any flavor. I just can't stand vanilla.
You don't
It
like
ma-
white chocolate. You don't like vanilla.
Yeah, white chocolate's not even chocolate, first of all.
No, you're right. But most chocolate isn't chocolate. It's chocolate candy.
Doesn't matter. At least brown chocolate to me is a chocolate. Dark chocolate is better.
what
But I
about
hate
yellow
white-
chocolate?
Yeah.
Never tried that shit.
That's old white chocolate, man.
Okay, yeah.
Look at the date, man. Look at the date for this. But something I want to bring out, and I want to see what's your guys' opinion when I cake and pie, right? Mm-hmm. Fucking cheesecake.
Yes.
Love it.
It's a fucking pie.
Hey, what? Why?
Think about
How
it, man.
the fuck is it a pie?
How is it a fucking cake?
First off, there's no crust in the cake.
Oh yeah.
What
A
crust?
fucking cheesecake.
No,
man,
cheesecake
there's
has
that
has
crust.
a graham cracker crust.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes
In our
Cheesecake
Martha
is a
Stewart
fucking
hour.
intruder in the fucking
Wait,
cake
you
family,
know what
man.
that crust is
Oh,
called?
yeah.
Yeah, it's graham cracker. I love that
You bake
part.
the cheese to the for the cake, right? But there's icing and shit inside. Yes, you can have the strawberries, but then what's a strawberry shortcake?
A very short cake made
Actually, you
of
know what?
strawberries.
I do like tiramisu, but it's
It's
okay.
a little
But
shake.
even
Yeah,
then,
difference is good, but
I
I
don't
just want to say that the cheesecake is an intruder.
But cheesecake, the traditional one you're thinking of, does have that crust, but not all cheesecakes have it. Just go to Cheesecake Factory, I guarantee you.
Are you saying that not all cheese?
you go to
cheesecakes
Cheesecake
are made the
Factory,
same?
most
Better.
of them are pies.
And they're a mix of they're cakes, man.
They're
And
cakes.
one thing
They're
I want
cakes.
to know:
Anyways.
why do we have that expression? You just want your cake and eat it too. Well, why would I ask for cake and not eat it?
Yeah, you can't have your cake and
never
eat
heard
it too.
of
Then I don't want the fucking cake if I can't eat it. Take it back. You know?
Here's the cake. You got it now, but you can't eat
Because
it.
you're
Yeah,
supposed to serve it to everybody else first before they didn't have a lot of money. Now we have money and we can buy 6 cakes.
Do you know this for a fact?
He just
I heard
made this up.
No, I didn't. I've heard this before. I can't.
No, but it doesn't because it says you want to have your cake. They clearly make it your
Your
cake.
Because it's for your party, it's for your birthday, but you don't serve your birthday cake to you first. You give it to somebody else first.
Oh, that is fucking religious.
It's
Without my
just like the
birthday,
one
there
that-
is no cake.
The one that I don't get is the one that,
I get first slice, and then you know how it is.
the one that I don't get is you made your bed and now you're gonna line it. But I always do that. Like who doesn't do that?
Well, sometimes you might fall asleep on the couch.
But you made
No,
your bed
because
and
you
now
could
you're gonna
make your
sleep in it.
bed, and all of a sudden you don't want to sleep in it.
I don't think so because it's.
Well, that's clearly
they
what
use-
it
They use
is.
it in context of you made this mess, now you're gonna clean it up.
Exactly. Like you know what? You trash your car
So why
and
don't
you
you
want to
just
live.
say?
No.
Why don't you just say you made the mess, now you're gonna clean it up? Why do you have to say you made your bed and you're gonna line it too?
Because what if what you really did is killed a hooker or something, and you have to bury her now, and you're around people, and you can't exactly say that because your friend killed a hooker. So you're gonna say you make your bed, you sleep in it, bro.
Or it's your mess, you clean it up.
What mess you guys talking about?
But
mess
you
of
see,
the
but
cake.
if you say that, if you say it's your mess, you clean it up.
This is a
It's
stupid
not exactly
debate.
a mess.
This is a stupid debate. I have to
What
ask you
mess?
guys though. Do you guys make your bed in the morning?
Yes.
Guys, for the longest time I was, when you're younger, your parents like make your bed. Like, why? I'm gonna go in a few hours and it's gonna be a mess again.
I like
What's
the feel.
point?
I like the feel of like the bed feels
Now,
brand new.
now, yes, when in the house it looks better.
You
when I
wanna
was back
walk
in
into
my,
the
in my
room
parents,
like a
I
king
didn't
and
give.
just
No,
rip up
man.
you.
I want to feel
Yeah,
like a king
man.
and just jump in
Nope,
and it's already
nope.
ready.
Nope, fuck that. I don't give a fuck. I can have a beautiful house and I'm always gonna leave the bed on me.
I'll
First
also
off,
say
it
that's what I'm
stops bed
saying.
bugs
Wait.
from breeding.
I'll also say this too.
What? Bed bugs breed when you fix the bed?
Yeah, because you don't wash your bed sheets every night, so you're just trapping all of your heat and your sweat and all your skin cells within it, and it gives it a warm area.
No.
bugs.
It's
Bed
true,
bugs
read it up.
don't hide it. They go hide in in between wood creases and everything.
Yeah, imagine when you have your sheets covering everything else. They'll just go
Well,
in there. That's where all the food is.
Vin, you're lucky, man. You have a bedbug expert here with us today,
Who this?
Armin.
And
Oh yeah.
You're a bed bug expert?
Yeah, no, I'm actually getting a place fucking
Fumigated.
inspected right now. Not a fumigated. They have a new way. It's called hyperheat or some shit. They heat the room to like 170
no.
degrees and claim it doesn't infect your shit. I beg to. I don't know about that.
A lot of mold,
But anyway,
maybe.
no.
Well, if it's really high heat, moist, you never know.
no, it's dry heat.
No, it's
Oh,
extremely
yeah,
dry heat and it kills these
But check
fucking
it out.
things.
Making your bed does contribute to, if you have a bed bug problem, it'll make
That's
it much
exactly
worse.
what I was gonna say. Well, if you got a bed bug problem, okay,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't think it
different.
matters if they're
I
When
get
you
mating.
go
it,
in,
but-
in an hotel, do you always look for bed
I
bug
do.
or-
but you know what?
Always, all the fucking
I had
time.
I went
We
out.
tear the place apart. Of course, we're gonna see them.
Actually, if bed bugs are there, they're like, "Oh, these guys are fucked up. Retreat, next room, next room, next room." You know.
I won't name names, but you actually both of you know this ex-girlfriend of mine, and when she was living in, you could beep that if you want. She had bed bugs with her roommate.
I don't want to.
Anyway, and I wasn't told. And anyways, long story short, you know how they got rid of their bed bugs? They put plastic all over the apartment. They taped, you know, like the wood floors.
Yeah.
They would put tape in, like covering the cracks.
That's
and
not gonna
everything.
kill. They can survive 1 year
They could
without
yeah.
eating.
And dude, they kept the plastic for that long.
No.
They cleaned everything, dude.
All
they
you have
got
to
rid of
do is
everything.
get the exterminator.
Yeah,
They'll
well,
run you
look,
500
you're
bucks. and
talking.
it's
You're
done.
talking a bunch of years ago when people, you know, think of how we were always broke.
Dude, I didn't want to get my amp checked out because I thought it was gonna cost me $500 to fix.
I don't know. If I had a bed bug fucking problem,
Yeah, if
Anyways.
it's bed bugs, I would get them fixed. Yeah, I get
Anyways,
that.
dude, it was bad news, but it worked.
Of course it worked. So just all goes to show, or for me to just say, I don't really make my bed because I don't see a point in it. If someone's coming over, I just don't let them in my fucking room. That's it. I close the door.
It just makes me think of a joke. When I was a teenager, I think I was 16, 17. One of my best friend back then, his name was Eric. And once a girl came in his room and she sat on his bed and she's like, "Don't, you're gonna get pregnant."
Oh man, that's some.
I know Eric.
Really?
Yeah,
did he
he's,
go to the army?
he's the army guy. In the
No,
States.
it's not that Eric.
Oh, damn it.
But
we
another
know
Eric.
A-
It was
an
so
Eric.
fucking funny, man. I actually missed the.
So
the
I
Eric
wanted to
you're
bring
referring
something up besides the bed
But
bugs.
wait, we gotta get back to the cake. Was that it?
Yes.
Oh, how much more we can say about?
I
cake?
was
Well,
just
cake or
curious
pie?
about what you guys think, and I just wanted to say that cheesecake, it's an intruder, and we shouldn't all say it's a cheese pie.
No, I can't.
It's not at all, man.
Hashtag cheese pie.
Hashtag not a cake.
Exactly.
not a-
Hashtag
No,
intruder.
it's hashtag not a pie.
No, I mean yes. That's
Not a
yes.
pie.
You fucking
Not a
button
pie.
hooked me. Not a pie.
Not a pie.
So, do you want to talk about the bed bug incident? That there
That
was
was-
no.
Oh, the Wildwood
I've
bed
been
bug
trying
incident.
for the last 2 minutes.
That's what you. I thought you somehow knew that.
We have an expert.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, that was a great. Again, another Wildwood story.
So I'll give
right?
I'll
You
give
need one.
context.
For all, we don't just hang out in wild.
No,
places.
we don't.
We need one
It's just
story or
that.
something.
It's just that.
Well,
some-
Bedbugs Hotel. This one works. It had to be Wild. It was gonna
Yeah.
be somewhere else.
Well, I mean, we've been to other places, but yeah, Brooklyn. No, Brooklyn.
Yes,
Yeah, we
Brooklyn,
did stay in
the
Brooklyn.
Bronx. I'm
The
pretty
Bronx.
sure.
The Bronx.
Yeah.
That was a shitty hotel, but we didn't get any weird shit there.
We don't
oh no, we
know.
did. You remember?
was
Remember
something fucked
Jess?
up in the towel,
she went,
man.
yeah, with the towel, and it
Yeah.
looked like there was
Something.
something that was on it.
We
Anyways,
don't know.
we don't know.
Yes,
But
sir.
yeah, so we were in Wildwood and we had a case of beer, and Dano decided that, you know, bring it by the pool. So we had the beers by the pool, and then I see there's a sign while I'm in the pool. Hey, dude, we can't. I told Dano, I'm like, there's a sign that says we can't have the beers by the pool. So Dano gets up, takes the case of 24 and launches it into the pool. So then I'm like, the fuck are you doing, man? You know, I get mad. It was on my card and everything. I didn't want to get kicked out. So they take so I think it was George was with us that year. He takes the thing, takes it out of the water. Dano takes it right back and throws it back in the pool.
This went
now-
on like 10 times.
This it
in and
happened
out.
3 times. So now I'm pissed off. So I take it out of the water and I'm bringing it upstairs. We were on the 4th floor. As I'm walking, I hear an old lady telling one of the owners there's guys with long hair and they're throwing beer in the pool. And I'm like, no, I'm getting rid of the beer from the pool. I yelled that as I'm going up the stairs.
How does this have anything to do with bed bugs?
Because it's coming. It's coming.
I'm in.
So now this is also, so all of this is going on. There was a lot of shit going on. We were already told that we were making a lot of noise at night, etc., etc. This is the hotel that's across the street from the one that we stay at now.
There's a Royal Canadian.
Okay, the Royal Canadian.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So now, let's fast forward at least 2 or 3 hours after the whole shower incident and all that. That's my pillow incident and all of that. Now I just want to leave because now everybody wants. Oh, that's another thing. I gave Dano shit.
Wait, the bugs.
Yeah, we're getting to the bugs. So now we're all want to leave, and you can take over at this point.
Well, I don't remember all that timeline perfectly, but I do know I got in the room and I thought I saw bed bugs on the bed.
Just let me add to this, just before you continue. So we were all dressed. Armin was still in his underwear
Yeah.
or bathing suit.
No,
Yeah,
bathing suit. Because I went downstairs after that.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. So,
you know?
so could start your story now.
And I have on our bed, I'm convinced I'm seeing bed bugs going all over the place. And there's a bunch of these dots on the bed. And I took my phone and I'm like filming this. And I'm so drunk that I'm teeter-tottering. So the phone is moving. And on my phone, there's only a white sheet background and the sand that's on the bed. So it looks like those goddamn things are moving. And I'm only looking at my phone. I'm not looking at the bed. I'm like, fucking things are moving. And John comes, I'm like, dude, we got to get out of this room, man. We gotta get out of this room and we gotta get compensated. I said, we gotta get this fucking thing for free, man. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, there's bed bugs. Like, there's no bed bugs, man. I'm like,
Looking at it, I was like, dude,
there's
this
bed
is sand.
bugs and sand. I'm like, they're moving, man. They're fucking moving. Look on my phone. They're moving. And I took my phone. I stormed. Now I'm going to the reception,
Shirtless.
on a mission. And I go, and I'm like, yeah, listen. Drunk as a fuck, you know.
yeah,
In my
His
head,
hair is big, poofy.
I'm thinking that I'm
curly
going
hair.
in. Excuse me, I want to talk to your supervisor. I'm about to lay it on you guys. There's bed bugs. That's what I think is happening. I'm probably more like, see, I gotta speak to somebody here. In our room, I said, there's bed bugs. Look at my phone. I press play. I'm gonna put play here. There's bed bugs. What are we gonna do about it? He goes, which room? And I said, room so-and-so, whatever the number was. The same room with that guy throwing the beer cases in the pool. I look, I'm like, yeah. So and then I told her, right? I was like, so what you're saying is I forget about the bed bugs and you kind of forget about the guy with the pool throwing beer guy, right? She looked very pissed off. She's like, essentially. And John took me from my shoulders like, dude, we gotta get out of here now, man.
Wow.
And the best thing is the following year, because we had said we got to go to that other side. They don't get kicked out.
Yeah, and it's true.
And it's true. So the following year, the second we got there, we did our swig thing, which, what do you call it? Open your bottle thing.
Yeah.
I remember going and looking across the street with Ivy, and they're like, yeah, that room last year. And Ivy's like, hey, they put a camera where our room was.
It's amazing.
Oh shit.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that night looking at the other side. You guys were like, you guys had some discussion about the windows were moving.
Well, mouths and walls
Yeah,
and
yeah.
eyes and it's like,
Thinking about it, it puts me back in that frame of mind. It's like they were moving, man. And then Dano was passing me a cigar, right? And this is Dano's hand, right? I'm just staring intently at this building in front of me, super drunk, and I'm just trying to feel it out, like. And I'm like this. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is that? And then I finally look and I caught it, and Donald's looking at me like, "Holy shit, man, that was sensual." And then right after that, Armin took, because he was coughing up fucking mucus all weekend, takes a towel, spits right in it, wipes his mouth, puts it back on there. Donald looks at him, he's like, "You fucking spit into that, man?" It's like the last day of the trip. Armin's like, "Been doing that all fucking week. What the hell's the matter with you?" Donald was so like disappointed. It was like someone was breaking up life or something. It was weird.
Maybe he was.
I don't want to spit on the floor. It was a used towel. It was one of the ones in bad shape. Like what's her name? Sinead
Sinead.
used to clean her genitals. I'm sure that one would fail the smell test.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Guaranteed.
That would fail. Yeah, it's called the pussy whiff test.
If you guys want to know,
WT.
I'll tell you quickly. Did we already say this on the podcast?
What?
With what she did?
Yes.
With the clogging the toilet?
No, we mentioned it, but we didn't actually go into the story of how she did it or why.
Sure.
We had friends, some people who crashed our room, and one of them of the female race, like you said before, okay? Yeah, because I don't know if human or not at this point. So our room is we have 2 rooms. One of them was nice to sleep in. The other one was the party room. So we're in the party room, and there's been a lot of booze gets spilled on the floor. Gatorade gets spilled on the table, whatever. We have towels. We're clean at some point. We wipe that stuff, and we have the towel corner, which in everybody's party hotel room, there's that corner that has all the dirty towels in there.
Yeah.
Right? And then until room service comes and takes it.
Right.
So that towel that was on the floor, I swear, is multicolor. Okay, that has like Kraken in there. It had Gatorade in there. It looked like
old
just
man's
with those
handkerchief.
two, it looked like there
Probably a piece of
was
glass, you know?
blood and vomit in there
it was old
already.
man's
Okay,
handkerchief,
yeah.
man.
And our said guest pops out of about to go to the washroom, and I was inside the room at this point. He's like, "Can I cut a piece out of that towel?" And I was like, whoa. In my head, all I'm thinking is, whatever you want to do, you don't want to use those towels. Those are like toxic right now. You know? And she saw the look in my face, and she misread it as, I don't want you to mess with my towels. She was like, no, I'm just going to cut a little piece out of it. She was like, no, I don't care what you do with them. I said, I'm not attached to my towels, but I don't care. As soon as I said I don't care, she was already on her knees with her knife that I don't know where the fuck she pulled out a knife from, and she cut out a strip of this blood rag on the floor and went into the John. And I stood there, and I was like,
Went into the John.
yeah, you know, and waited.
And he points at me when he says that.
That was even subconscious, you know. I waited, and then she flushes the toilet. She comes out, thanks, because I know we had no toilet paper in that room anyway. The real bathroom's in the other room, the pristine room.
Yeah.
Right. And she fucked the toilet up. She flushed the
blocked
stupid piece of towel down there. Unsanitary
remember thinking-
test
Getting
failure.
angry. I love it.
I remember thinking, who does that?
Yeah.
Seriously, man. Like,
Yeah, that
we
was
did
weird.
have toilet paper, right? I mean,
No, we ran out.
We
that
ran
was the whole
out.
point.
But
And
you
we
know,
never called the
didn't
maintenance guys because we stopped using that toilet for toilet matters.
Dude, we could not call the maintenance guys to come in. They would have
No,
seen the
remember
disaster.
remember
Dude,
the lights went
the mattress from the bedroom was in the living room.
I broke the light switch.
And it broke, well,
And
yeah,
they
and,
came
we
to
don't
fix
know
it.
how.
They
Yeah,
came to
but-
fix it, remember?
but we don't want people from the hotel to walk in.
No, of course. But they remember we didn't have a light and the guy came and he's like, I can't. We left him like a tip for that.
I don't remember.
Oh, you guys are sick.
Anyway,
So I had this discussion with Dave and Paula Blaze yesterday. We got into the topic of driver's license, and I think I brought it up.
Everyone should be revoked but mine.
That's stupid.
Dude, I sat in an hour and a half of traffic this morning. I wouldn't mind if it was an empty
You
road.
are
just
the
once.
traffic.
okay, but
Yeah,
what-
go
never
ahead.
looked
man.
at
Go
it like
ahead,
that.
because I have a lot of
I guess
things to
I
say
am.
about that. man.
Okay. So, before the advent of self-driving cars, or what's gonna be the future of them, they were really worried about young drivers, specifically drivers between the age of 16 and 25, because
me too.
in 2008, I believe it was, they implemented the law that you, in Quebec at least, you have to pay for the driving test, the driver's school.
Yeah.
And that's like $1,000. At least when I went, it was 10 years ago, $600 and shit like that. So it's like up to $1,000. So a lot of the times the kids don't go. They don't see a need for it. Driving to them wasn't driving like to us, where it was seen as freedom, getting away and everything. To them, it was just a place to get from point A to point B. And even if they wanted to, they couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
So they wait until they get older. But by that time, they've already gotten used to public transportation. They don't see a need in spending money on a car, especially since everyone's so fucking environmentally conscious that buying a car just wouldn't be a good thing for them. And actually, that's I have a theory that the SAAQ dropped their prices for their licenses and the license plates because a lot of the younger drivers weren't doing it anymore. They had like $1 billion surplus, which is true, but was it because they were making too much money, or was it because of people weren't driving anymore.
But you are right when you say, because I do know people that never got their license.
Yeah.
This
lived,
is
let's
like
say,
freakish
in-
to me, man.
and yeah, but you know what? Then they get into their 30s, and it's like you said, they know that they should get it, but they don't see a need because they're like, oh, I live here. And I think, like you said, they got used to
You
the
got
fact.
used to it. Plus, like, even if you pay the $1,000 to get the driving school, you have to wait 2 years before you can drive by yourself. It's just a long amount of time to do basically what you're
I
already
think
doing.
if there's less people less people on the road, I have no problem.
Well, you
with
see,
that,
with
man.
self-driving cars, it might be in the next 50, 60 years, it might be illegal to drive cars.
Dude, like I so agree with self-driving car because like you talk about the young people that maybe they don't take their course and all that, but I think right now we have another problem. It's the old people, man. And I don't want to be mean towards them, man.
Well-
You know, like as you get older, your
Your
reflex,
reflexes, yeah.
you get sick. You know, like this is life, man. You know, like I believe at one age, I don't know, starting 70 or whatever age, you have to do a yearly check to make sure if you can still drive.
Yeah.
Because
Australia's
within
like
one-
that.
Because within 1 year, man, a lot of things can change, man, in the way you can drive, the capacity, right?
Yeah.
Like your eyes, your vision. Like I mean, I don't want to be mean towards them, man, but I mean, old people on the road.
Why you keep looking at me when you're saying old people, man? How do you think that makes me feel, man?
How does it make you feel,
He's
Armin?
older than you.
Anyways, all I have to say is
make
like
John
I mean,
feel.
I think the young guys can learn, but the old people, I mean, these are the people that needs to be off the road, man.
Well, yeah, I think self-driving cars for them are definitely good. I have my reservations about self-driving cars just because of the nature of my job, quality assurance. There's always bugs in everything. You can't just get rid of all the bugs.
I
in
want
something.
them on the road if all the cars are, because if you mix both,
Even with
forget
that,
about
like,
it, man.
even with all
Imagine
one
there's a
mile
glitch
functions, they
that
all
makes
go.
everybody drive 500 kilometers an hour.
You can totally
like that.
You could
you
do
know?
it. Like if
It
they're
could
all
be
if
a
they're all
virus, a
acting-
bug,
you
a
think about this.
something.
If they're all acting correctly, you can totally go as fast as you want because they'll be able to communicate with each other. Now, what car do you have that doesn't have a problem? There's always something even insignificant. Nothing is built perfectly, and with that type of AI architecture, I guarantee you're not gonna find all the bugs.
And first of all, when I was growing up, it was all about the flying car. No one gave a shit about a
Well, think about
self-driving
it. When
car.
you-
Now, because of the self-driving, no one thinks about the flying
Why would
car
you want a
anymore.
flying car?
They took it away from
Why
me,
would
man.
you want it?
Because of Back to the
Back to
Future
the
Part
fucking
2.
future. I was
They
gonna.
had skyways.
Yeah, but many layers of fucking roads, so there's no traffic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
man.
sounds cool and all. Now imagine you run out of gas.
And you.
There's no gas.
fucking
You don't need
idiot.
gas. All you need
No,
is
well,
banana
these
peels and shit.
things tell you that, like, it'll know that you're this far
Okay,
from the ground.
fine,
you have
fair
this
enough.
much gas
Excuse
left.
me, you're
It
right.
auto lands.
Now imagine getting into an accident. Not only do you hit someone else, you fall.
That's
That gives you time-
parachutes.
Yeah,
There's parachutes.
man.
You eject.
It's safer.
You
Instead
eject.
of hitting the
Yeah.
roads and
You
dying,
eject.
there's a
You
parachute.
eject.
You have a baby in the back seat. And
It
baby
ejects
will
too.
eject
Everything fucking
Everybody
ejects.
Then you have to make a
know,
decision.
okay,
you guys
you know
know
You gotta make a choice, man.
You know the way you got seatbelts in cars?
Yeah.
And they say it's mandatory you get a ticket? Well, you're going to have a mandatory parachute.
Yeah. Or you're
Eject.
getting a fucking
Just
ticket.
so, yeah.
If I pull you
there's a
over
lot
and your
more
parachute
to
is not
parachuting
active.
than just having a parachute.
I love
there.
parachuting.
Have you ever done it?
No.
There
Okay.
you go.
You don't like parachuting?
No,
Rocket
I
packs.
never said. I never said.
But it looks
rocket
cool.
packs. They last 15 seconds.
It's plenty of time.
What last 6
At a free
And
fall.
if you're going like this, where it's upside down, you're just gonna shoot yourself further into the ground.
Okay, check it out. Also, there'll be a limiter. You can't go more than, say, 20 feet.
All just has to say
Yeah.
that I think flying cars were a dumb idea from the start. From my even when I was a kid, it's like.
Have
get
you
into an
seen
accident.
Back to the Future
I
too?
have, and I love it.
How
When
many
I did
times?
Many times.
Not
as
enough.
much.
52,
Not as much.
53 maybe.
No,
All three
no,
movies.
no. That's not
Okay,
enough. What a
you see-
noob.
No, you're the noob because he doesn't have a flying car in Back to the Future. He's got a flying car in Back to the Future Part 2.
And what did we say about 1,000 times?
You said Back to the Future only.
When
Part
you
2.
watch
Oh,
this
'cause we know.
fucking thing when it's
Yeah,
posted,
yeah.
We're gonna
you
say part
listen
two.
to fucking part
Exactly.
2 being
And
We
said.
don't need to say which part it is. We
And
just know, man.
at the end of part 2, the car flies anyway.
And what happens with that car?
That's at the end of
And
part
at the end
one,
of
no?
part 2.
At the end of part one, it flies.
flies.
No, part. Yeah.
It is end of part
No,
one.
Yeah.
At the end of part 2, what happens?
It still gets flown, and lightning hits it, and it goes into
wait,
the
what,
past.
what was that?
Yeah, dude, lightning can hit you now, and nothing will happen.
No,
Sure, but you have a big metal thing in the air.
No, it's gonna be covered with rubber. Man, come on.
No, but wait.
Come on.
Wait, if you know anything
You're
about
not
electricity,
grounded,
you're not grounded.
motherfucker.
So nothing will happen to you.
You might travel time though.
What do you mean?
If you have a flying
Electricity only
DeLorean,
works if there's if the
If you're
car
grounded.
is touching the ground exactly. But the reason we don't have that even now is because we have rubber tires.
But if you have,
But cars do get
if your
struck.
muffler happens to be dragging on the floor,
Oh, you're fucked.
No, but there have been cars who have gotten struck by lightning.
yes, but they're
Yeah.
running on rubber.
Yeah.
It's totally fine.
Watch the videos. The guys inside are not totally fine.
No, but they probably temperature raises a bit. You know, you might have a surprised look on your
All I'm
face for a
saying-
few days.
I was always happy with not having flying cars because I want to fly. I want to drive.
All right.
Yeah, I want
Self-driving
old
cars,
people off the roads.
I'm more.
That's all I want.
I know you want old people off the roads. I'm more. Just,
Marty McFly, man.
we might be the last generation of people who
McFly,
drive cars.
dude.
Marty!
About that.
We have to go back.
Back where?
Back to the future. Okay.
man.
anyways.
Yeah.
You
You,
are-
you don't even drive. You. That's
Doesn't
another-
matter. I will be in a car eventually.
You eventually. Yes,
And it's
but-
gonna fucking fly. And we're gonna pass by in front
Actually,
of your
no,
place.
it'll probably be a
And we're not
sometime.
picking you up.
It'll be a
I
self.
pick you guys up all the time.
Anyways.
We'll pick you up after 5
Well, you're not
minutes.
Enterprise.
Anyways, I think the reason why part of the reason there's traffic is because everybody has a different driving style and they don't mesh well. And there is a video. I
There was a
remember.
video, the
that
Phantom
shows-
intersection stuff,
Yeah, the
which
Phantom
does happen.
intersection,
That's
yeah.
why, like,
I think if everybody just fucks off the road, gets their Metro Pass,
Ivy,
I'm gonna have no
insert-
problems
we're
with getting to
gonna-
work anymore, man.
Insert that Phantom
Stay home.
intersection video.
Yeah.
Put it insert into this podcast.
it's good. It's good. It explains why it happens, and I can tell you as a driver who's been in traffic very many times, that's exactly what it is. That's how you can be driving at 10 kilometers on the highway, and then suddenly all the traffic's gone. That was a Phantom intersection, and they can last for hours depending on what time of day it is.
What
it
time?
happened in China, I believe. The traffic lasted, no joke, gridlock for
3
4
days.
4 weeks.
4 weeks though.
You look it up, like gridlock the entire time.
It's like the Phantom shit. That's like you get into the bathroom, there's a shit floating, like, hey, anybody take a shit? And nobody claims to have put it there, but
That's
it's
a
there.
nugget. It's
Phantom
like
nugget.
Owen Hart. Remember? I'm not a nugget.
Like, who left it there? It just showed up?
It just showed up.
maybe he didn't flush all the way.
Phantom shit.
No. I had a little Phantom shit the other day. I shat, I wiped, I flushed, and there was a little nugget left.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
that's
didn't
the
get
comeback
flushed.
kid.
Yeah, the comeback.
Comeback king, yeah.
Dude, that's not it's not like some ghost went and took a shit in your thing.
Are you
Alright,
sure
fine.
about that?
I guarantee it.
I don't know, dude. You
I
never
don't know.
guarantee when it comes to ghosts, dude. Who take shits on top of that?
Yeah.
You guys
Shitty ghosts.
This is why you guys are so superstitious. This is why they can't have a 13th floor in buildings still.
Ghostface killer.
Because ghosts shit in the 13th floor bathroom, man.
No, because everyone's
That's
afraid
what
of
it
a
is.
movie from like 80 years ago where on the 13th floor the elevator dropped.
And you're not afraid?
No, fuck that.
Maybe you
Oh,
should.
No, what about Apollo 13, dude?
Speaking of 80 years
That's
ago-
also part of the
They
13th.
survived.
Wait, I got something. Yes, Ivy. Speaking of something about 80 years ago. So, I don't know if you know.
You thought of something 80 years
80
ago?
years
No,
ago?
listen.
How fucking old are you?
Listen. So there's this T-shirt, a Walking Dead T-shirt, that says "Any, Mini, Miny, Mo," and there's the bat, Negan's bat. You know, what's her name, Lucille.
Lucille.
That's what it was. Well, apparently, a couple walked into a store, saw it, and got very offended, saying it's racist. Now, because 80 years ago, "Any, Mini, Miny, Mo," catch a
That's
tiger by the
not
toe.
thing.
Some racist people would replace tiger by the N-word. So these people, these people were like, "This is racist." Here's the best part. Here's the kicker. They were white. that were offended.
The loud minority, man. The loud.
And this pisses me off. I'm like, why is it always a white person getting offended for other people? It's fucking annoying. I
I just want to specify, I did say nugget for the N-word.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's,
but
No, I get it,
just
'cause-
to get back to it. Okay, sure. But The Walking Dead, it was purely used
Yeah.
as a random count, and that's what all of us learned as a kid. No one thinks of it as a racist thing. But anyways,
nobody does.
But
Like,
anyways.
it's like that whitewashing thing with Ghost in the Shell. Well, there's lots of movies where they say it's all whitewashing. I get it. I totally get it. But
What's whitewashing?
when they have like an Asian, like you have a cartoon, it's all Asian guys, and then they put all white guys. It's like you whitewashed it. So like there's a Japanese anime called Ghost in the Shell, and they made a movie with Scarlett Johansson as the lead. And
Whitewashed.
white people were getting offended. Oh, you whitewashing it, yada yada. They went to Japan, where Ghost in the Shell is from. They asked Japanese people, like, what do you think of this? And they all said, it kind of looks like her. Like, that's cool. And then they broke it down. It's like in Japan, they cast Japanese-looking actors. Yeah. They don't cast white people for white roles.
I don't know. Like every time I see Scarlett Johansson in a movie, I just agree with it.
You agree with it, right?
Yeah, it's all right, man. I'm good.
Anyway, that's all I have to say about
It's
that.
like
It's a badass shirt, though. I gotta say.
It's a cool shirt. I'm just saying, white people do get offended for everybody else.
Yeah. Oh, and they had to remove the shirt off the market.
Really?
The company that did that, like, I can understand if a black person would have said this is racist, whatever. All right, he probably has got a point. I'll remove it off the market. But a white guy is saying this. Come on, get the fuck out of here.
Social justice warrior, right
Yeah,
there.
exactly. It's social justice.
Fuck them. I heard something very funny on the radio. I laughed when I heard it. I'm going to share it with you guys, and maybe you can find something of it on the internet because this was on the radio and they found it on the net. Some shit that happened in the States where some dude, he's like a diver, right? And I don't know, goes diving. He's a scuba guy, all that shit. And he got his hands on some kind of antique or classic diving gear. And if I'm wrong, you can correct me, but the gist of the end of the story is accurate. What happens? He takes this tank, which he figures I can jerry-rig this into a scuba bong. He gets really excited. He sees the valve. He's like, I can bring this, an air compressor from here, fill it with smoke, compressed air, and then, pass the tube around and get your friends high with this thing, right? And he was really, really excited about it. And he gets his friends over at his basement. They come all down, and one of his friends is talking now about it, and he says he was pretty drunk when we got there already, apparently, and he was in a really good mood, and he's like the party animal in the group, and he's like, check out this thing that I made, man. And he was gearing it up to get it going. He had it on the table. They're in the basement, right? Concrete floors. So he dropped that scuba tank right before he was going to demonstrate, and it blew up.
Oh my God.
Under pressure, right? Nothing happened to the 5 guys that came over. But to him, a shard of metal flew straight up and clean cut his nuts off. You see?
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Holy fuck.
Wow. That's fucked.
And
I thought you were gonna say they all got stoned or something.
No. He lost his
my
nuts.
God.
The guy was in critical condition, but now he's in serious condition. So it's looking up. You know.
And what was this? Was this here?
We'll
In
eventually
Montreal?
get to ICU, then some rejected room in the hospital. That means you're good.
So this
you
is
know?
in Montreal?
No, this is somewhere in the States. They said 2
shit.
stories. The other one was
know,
funny also.
Something I saw fucked up. I think it was yesterday. It could have been yesterday, the day before that. It was on Facebook, and I saw this like thread of photos where it was just like human decomposition stains on like beds and shit. Yo, that's fucked up. You gotta see this. It's like sometimes you can see the person's face with like if they died face down and they just left there to like rot. It's just all their juices.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Disgusting. But awesome.
Makes me think of postmortem pictures. Back in the days when someone
Oh,
died.
those
they
are
did-
sick.
Yeah.
See, a lot of those kids, dude.
Yeah,
Actually.
actually, these are fucking like they're disturbing to look at, but I
But it
kind
was
of
part of
understand it
culture
as
back
well.
then.
That's on
You
the
know?
black web now.
The
dark web.
Yeah,
Yeah.
deep web.
What's
Deep-
the dark web?
Oh, you don't know about the deep web?
The deep web now?
Okay, so I'll explain it to you like this. So the deep web is the greater internet of stuff that's not indexed by Google. So to give you
Okay.
an example of how it's not indexed,
Usually need another
if
program
you
to
sign
get to
into
it.
your online banking page,
Yeah.
that page after you signed in is not indexed. So you can't just show up Ivy's fucking banking account and then they can get access to everything that you have.
Yeah, it's created on the spot.
Yeah, that's unindexed. That's technically deep web stuff you signing into your account.
Okay, cool.
So a lot of the deep web stuff has sign-in accounts, and the only way you can access it is if someone gives you the page to go to. It's a
The access, yeah.
.onion, and then you have to get a code and everything. Now with the deep web, that's how you. It was created by the U.S.
.onion?
government. .onion. You have to get like a
Special. You
prop-
can't go with a normal
Yeah,
browser.
you have to go with Tor.
Yeah.
Tor is one of the bigger ones. It was developed by the U.S. government to help to help communicate with other governments or other agencies to pass information with each other without getting it on the rest of the internet. So anything you hear about there was a hack and it was leaked, or there was they traffic guns or anything pedophile pornography, it's all on the deep web. Now there's some fucked up shit which I don't really know if it's true or not. Where you hear about stories where you can pay and it's all run through Bitcoin because you can't track it.
untraceable.
Apparently, you can buy somebody if you want.
You can.
There's
you
human
can
trafficking
pay
for that
for-
shit,
human trafficking
You
dude.
can pay
is
for
also-
hits. You could pay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one of the things. You could see a live hit, and you could pay, but buy Bitcoin, and basically it's like how you have webcam girls, and you say, okay, I want you to do this, I want you to do that. You picture it, instead of a webcam girl, it's some guy killing some other person.
That's fucked up.
I don't know if it's true. Didn't really care to look into it, but that's if you wanted to buy like elite guns, drugs, anything. Yeah, you'd have to go through there.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be anonymous, but
It's heavily monitored.
it's
also.
very heavily. Well, no, it's not heavily monitored.
Well, I meant that's where undercover cops are.
They have in what was it, in 20 or 30 years that it's been around, they've only shut down one place, and it was the biggest one, but it took them 20 years to shut down, and as soon as there was another one. There might be underground cops there, but they have to be pretty much undercover the entire time trying to find their way in.
This fucking place, man.
You can go to YouTube and look at
Watch
people going
videos
onto
of it,
Yeah.
yeah,
That way
seen
you don't
that.
get because it is. I wouldn't necessarily suggest anyone go and check it out.
I don't want to check it out.
But Ashton
on
Kutcher-
Android, there is something you could use to check it out, but you're still very limited.
You're
But
still
there is
open.
something-
Everyone can see your. If
And
they
yeah,
want
it's,
to,
it's
see your
open.
IP. Yeah.
Anybody can see your IP. Anybody, whatever. It's still very open. It's like if this is the internet and the dark web is here, you're only over here.
Tip of the iceberg is
Yeah.
what we use. The rest of it is
Yeah.
the deep web stuff that's not indexed.
But even the deep web, anyways, that's that.
Ashton Kutcher did that thing in front of the Congress.
that was
last
really
Alright.
cool.
That he was talking about that the human trafficking of the little girls and the little boys is all through the deep web, and it's almost impossible to fix. But they have created a software that looks like can fix it in a week or two instead of the months and years that it takes. Because it's like trying to hack someone's bank account.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think this about
Motherfuckers.
wraps it up.
Yep.
I think we
Saran
spoke a lot.
wraps.
Yeah.
Final words.
Well, wait. Before we do that,
Yeah.
we
Good. I'm
need-
not ready for my final word yet.
we're not ready for the final words because remember we gotta tell people to like our shit,
Like
comment,
our shit.
share it.
Share it.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
We want to get to 100 YouTube subscribers.
We want to do that.
So right now, I don't remember what we're up to. I think we're 27, 28. Like this shit. Subscribe to it. And of course, look, find us on Facebook. Find us on Twitter. Find us on Instagram.
My Snapchat, if you like Snapchat. Armin's jewelrybox.com.
Yeah.
You can find it.
There's still space on my top 8 on MySpace, so just check. So just check me out.
Just still
And
space.
so yeah, so that's that.
So we're gonna have the final words right now. We'll start with Ivy because Johnno gave me shit last week, and I really don't want to hear shit from Johnno again.
You don't want shit.
He's like a fucking little nag right in the
Nag.
fucking ears.
like a piercing.
Anyway, so my final words for today is: old people, go to the site, go check out, man. I don't want to be mean to you, but you're kind of dangerous. And cheesecake, you're an intruder, man. You're a fucking pie.
Hashtag not a pie.
And yeah, my final words. I hope you learned something with the pussy whiff test. Use it. Also hashtag that and spread the word. You don't want to go down on a smelly ass cunt.
My final words are going to be pretty fucking tame as this podcast was, but I'm just going to say fuck flying cars and fuck all of you. But I love you. But
He
I
thinks
hate
he's
you.
Superman.
But I love you, but I hate you.
I wish I had a flying car and I would park it on your dumb ass. Do not use the fucking vomit rag on your pussy, for fuck's sake.
So remember, see ya!